Yo guys, this is Orbit here, TGN. Welcome to another Black Desert Online video. Closed beta stage 2 is just around the corner, as well as the official launch for PC. So I thought it'd be a nice idea to give you some tips to consider before actually going ahead and starting the game yourself. So let's start with tip number 1, and it's all about reaching the level cap. There's going to be two types of players. There's going to be the type of player that just want to be the first player to hit the max level, and there's also going to be on the flip side, the other player that really takes their time, does a lot of the side quests and that kind of stuff. Overall, the person that takes their time will benefit the most, because you need things called contribution points and energy points for doing a lot of the other stuff inside of the game. If you rush straight to top level, you're going to miss a lot of the energy points and contribution points to the person that really takes the time. You've got to remember, guys, that Black Desert is a huge game. It has so much to offer. There are so many beautiful things to discover inside the game. So tip number 1 is to take your time, enjoy the game, get as much of the contribution and energy points, level up slowly, and you'll be better off in the long run, I'm sure. Tip number 2 is try not to use your horse or mounts at the start of the game. This is going to be quite difficult because with the pre-order it actually gives us a free mount, and with new players playing the game it gets us to A to B faster. We all want to run around on the horses or because they look cool and whatever else, but the tip here is try not to, because walking or running all over the place actually levels up your stamina. A good little tip as well is when you're AFK, you can create an auto path loop and just let your character kind of walk around when you're not there. This will train both stamina and strength. Tip number 3 is to try and do all of the bag quests. Inventory space and weight limit is very important, especially when it comes to farming and fishing, that kind of stuff. So try talking to everybody that you see, and especially make sure you look out for the question marks on your minimap. Completing a set of knowledge grants you energy points, and also getting knowledge ranks for all mob types in the area also grants you energy points. Tip number 4 is all about eating food. Make sure you eat a bunch of the stuff, because eating food grants you EXP towards your HP skill, which happens to be very difficult to level up. It takes a really long time, but it's worth it in the long run. Try buying and using milk tea, because it grants you extra combat experience as well. Next tip is knowing about multiple characters and how you can use this to your advantage. So firstly, you can share almost anything between your characters with the same family name as you. So you don't have to keep creating new armor sets for each of the characters that you own. Energy points are character bound. This means that if you use all of the energy on one of your characters, you'll still have energy on your other classes that you play. Contribution points are family bound. This means that the points are shared between all characters, and once you invest on one character, it will be deducted from your total on all characters. And fail stacks is also character bound, and every character has its own fail stack, and you can actually use this to your advantage. Next tip is try not to log out where possible. There is always something to do when you're AFK, so if you are popping to the shops for 10 minutes, try getting your character to do AFK fishing to get you some silver for when you return, or like I said previously in one of the other tips, make your character do a walking loop where you're building up your strength and stamina. There's always something you can do while you're AFK, so try to log out as minimal as possible. If you're just nipping out for 10 minutes, or I don't know, cooking dinner, there's always something you can do. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully some of these tips have helped you when starting Black Desert Online. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.